Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In this YouTube video, we're going to be talking about some very exciting things regarding NIO and also NIO Day. Now before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps my channel grow. Now in case you didn't know, NIO Day is a day once a year, where typically at the end of the year in December, where NIO, they showcase these new products. Now, due to COVID and some other limitations, NIO Day has been postponed to January, early January. Now, the surprises of what they're announcing is this new sedan. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to look something similar to this. Now, the reason why this is such huge news is because NIO, they don't have any type of car that is a sedan. All of their cars are SUV type cars. So if you want to purchase a NIO car and are a fan of sedans, you really can't do that because all they offer is SUV cars. Unlike Tesla, they have the Model 3, the Model S, all those other different type of sedan cars that people enjoy. Now, at the beginning of 2021, they're going to be announcing this new NIO sedan. This is just huge news because they have such a huge market already in China for the selling of these SUV type cars. Now even more people will buy them because for one, they'll most likely be cheaper, and for two, more people typically like sedan smaller cars. Now, this will be also an incredibly huge thing for their competition. Now, they have another direct car competitor with Tesla. So now in China, Tesla will not be the only one selling these type of sedan cars. We now have NIO. This is just another huge catalyst for NIO. So if you're looking to get in NIO, this could be a huge catalyst for the stock to skyrocket. However, it doesn't always have to skyrocket on news. That's just speculation. But what we can do is we can look at NIO's chart and see where it could be heading. Now on Friday, we closed barely green. We closed just 31 cents up, so we didn't have a huge day. However, we did have something interesting. We did hit lows of 52.81, and then we were able to bounce back up to $54. However, in the last couple of days, we haven't been doing too much action. Yes, we have hit lows of $49, and we have hit highs of $57. Other than that, we've been stuck in this $50 range, between $50 and $55. Now, in previous videos, if you haven't watched them, I broke down NIO on several different times. Now, in that video, I talked about how I would like to see a bounce for NIO if it does fall back to this $50 range, and if we do break through that, I'd like to see it at the $44 range. Now, the reason I talked about why this would be a good support area / good entry for NIO is because you notice that we had trouble breaking above. So sellers came in and were able to push price down several times before finally buyers came up and that caused the breakout. Now, that's not the only important area. We also saw that price did hit this support area again, but notice at this time there were enough buyers and then we kept uptrending. That's why this is an important level, just because there was a huge tug of war between buyers and sellers, and now buyers have gained control of this area. So whenever it does pull back to that area, we know that is a good support, just because in previous times sellers were able to keep price below this area, but now buyers are able to keep price above this area. So when you're charting out different stocks, you need to look at this also. If you see a resistance that now becomes a support, you know that's a strong entry. However, patterns don't always have to play out, and they do break. So that's why when we do get in at this support area, you need to have a stop loss. So if I were to get in at this support area, let's say NIO pulls back down to this, that's how I structure my trade. I have my stop loss really tight, and I'll stop out at this wick right here, because more than likely we're going to head back down to this support area, which is why I drew that line out as well. However, if you want to get in NIO right now, this is how I'll structure my trade. I'd keep my stop losses to around right here, and then my take profit, what I would do is I would keep trailing it. When I say trailing it, I mean I keep moving my stop loss up. So as it made newer highs, I would also move my stop loss with that, just because I don't want to give back the profit I made. Now, when looking at NIO, we are up there. We're really overextended. However, just because the stock is overextended does not mean it cannot keep going. And especially with this hype around EVs, this stock just has so many huge catalysts that we could hit all-time highs based off of this new sedan news. especially in Q2 of next year when the NIO car will be factored into that. That will just be another positive catalyst, and we could see, you know, the $75 mark, the $100 mark by next year. That is a reasonable price to give NIO. Who knows? It could be the next Tesla, and we just take off like Tesla did. And as you can see, a stock can just keep going up and up, no matter if it's overbought. Same situation with NIO. Even though we are up there, you know, every time it did have a pullback, it's always returned and continued that uptrend. Now, it doesn't always have to stay this way. Stocks do have pullbacks, and they can become in a downtrend, but you need to be smart with your place. So when you're getting in it, do like how I do in every single video that I make. I show you how to have your stop loss and also where you should get out, because you need to know where your exits are too, so you're not stuck in it and just losing that profit when it does downtrend. So when you're making these trades, when you're playing them, have a scenario for everything. Just with this, let's say if it pulls back down to this support area, then I'd stop out right here at this wick right here, because after we get below this wick, we're most likely heading back down. So it's important that you have a plan for every trade that you do. Now, I just wanted to bring you this huge news that NIO is going to be showcasing this new sedan at NIO Day 2020. Now, it's called 2020 because it was planned for December, but it has been pushed back to early January, January 6th of 2021. So be on the lookout for this event, because like I said, this is going to be a huge event for NIO just because they're showcasing their first ever sedan. This is going to bring so many more consumers to NIO. It's just going to be huge. The market for electric vehicles are just growing in China, and they're also, another huge news is that NIO is looking to expand their horizon to Europe. They stated that within the next 2 years, they want to expand their market to Europe. That's also just another positive catalyst to get into NIO. Now, that sums it up for this video, but if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I will be bringing you all the latest news regarding the EV world. Thank you for your time, and I will see you all in the next video.